Bro, I seen my first Rolls Royce and Bentley 2 weeks ago in Fort Valley, Georgia, bro.
Some people's friends are really telling them that they cannot do whatever they want to do. That is insane. If your friends are telling you that you cannot do anything that you want to do,
first of all, they're not your friends.
they're not your friend.
But I feel like what matters is what your action is.
The intention behind it.
Yeah, exactly. What
action.
intention? You gotta have intention behind it.
How's it going, beautiful people? I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Welcome to the Pure Intentions podcast, where we think that living life intentionally means you are living a better life. And we would like to help you do that by having engaging conversation and showing you dilemmas and changing your perspective. Here, we have our hosts. My name is David Logan.
I am Justin Jordan.
I'm sorry, it's Rush.
And we are the Pure Intentions podcast. Now let's get right into it.
I am a student at Fort Valley State University, and I am also a plant science major. So some things I be doing with plant science is just like, I have internship I work with throughout the semesters, and I just be like making artificial soil, artificial strawberries, and things like that, you know.
How's it going, guys? My name is David Logan. I'm the owner of The Views Agency, a graphic design firm based in Atlanta. You've probably seen some of my work. It's on Fort Valley's campus, actually.
A lot of it.
Some of you have worn clothes that I have helped create, and that's what I do for work, but I'm also a lover of personal development. So going from a person that used to be negative all the time, and now I'm a person that I prefer positivity in my life and surrounding myself with like-minded individuals.
My name is Cyrus. I am a college dropout turned entrepreneur. My own Rush Rentals. It's a small economy car rental business.
Tap in with my boy.
Yeah, tap in with me. I rent out on Get Around. And the way I started renting cars, is I was in college, came home one day for a break, summer break. I get a job. I'm trying to, make money before we go back to school. So I'm driving one day. It's late. I'm working at FedEx overnight. It's a late night one time, and I fall asleep. I fall asleep on the way home, like 2 minutes from the house.
How you fall asleep?
I'm the
Bro,
same.
2 minutes, bro.
Fell asleep
how
on the
you
road.
fall
Bro, we
asleep?
were just talking about that, like being up at night.
So you don't feel yourself getting tired?
Bro, I do, but like I think it's something about being close to the house. You just feel like it's kind of second nature at that point. Like I drive.
Yeah, like when you was a kid pulling up.
Yeah,
to
bro. It's just you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
I'm pulling up, bro. I'm like literally 2 minutes from the house. And I fall asleep, or I wake up. I don't remember falling asleep, but I do remember waking up and the airbag is in my face. And I'm just like, geez. So
it felt like you was dreaming or something.
Bro, yes, I'm. Bro, it was an experience. So I'm like, I gotta replace this car. This really is the family car, mind you. I'm just home from college, borrowing this car. It's not even really my car. So I'm like, I gotta replace this. So I go through the process, trying to learn. I'm 18 at the time, so I don't know how to buy no car. Yeah. So I go through the process. I'm learning how to buy a car, and then I got my first car. Mind you, I'm 18. I really ain't got no money. I'm a broke college student, and I just got a car. So I'm like, okay. I'm learning how to like leverage my credit. So I'm like, okay. Then one day I was on a trip. I was in California. I'm sorry. This is a very long story. I'm almost done. I promise. So I'm on a trip. And I need a car rental. I look up Turo. Everybody know about Turo, so I go on Turo. And under Turo, I see this app called Get Around. I download Get Around. I end up renting through Get Around. I'm flying back on the plane. Mind you, look, I'm in California, right? So I'm getting high out my mind every day. And I'm sitting here just having high thoughts, thinking like, bro, I'm literally paying somebody's bills. They just chilling. I'm renting this car. I ain't have to meet the person. I just go rent the car, pick it up, unlock it with my phone. I'm like, this man sitting at the house. I'm just paying his bills. No. So I was like, this is what I'm finna do. I know how to buy a car. I'm finna do this as soon as I get back home to Atlanta. So as soon as I touched down, I went to the dealership, or I went to the bank, got a check. They cut me a check. I went to the the dealership, and I've been renting cars ever since. So I said all that to say that is taking action. That was me taking action because I was in a situation. I had to get out of that situation, and now it's leading. That's when you take action. It starts to build on top of it. Exactly. Everything starts to, and that's why we're here together right now.
Most definitely.
Right. Exactly. Because all of us took action at some
stacking on top of each other's ideas. Bouncing them back and forth, and ultimately getting to the point that we are now and taking action. And I just have one question about that. How's it going right now?
Well, it's a pretty small business right now, but it is growing. So I started. It's only a year old. So right now I'm at 4 cars.
Bro,
I can't let you.
People don't even have one car.
Yes,
talking about small.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Still young too.
Like for real.
It's just small. It's small for what I see for it.
Yeah,
like, the vision I have is still small. I'm doing economic, like I said. So in the future, I want to move to more luxurious. But I feel like a lot of people are always promoting luxurious car rentals. But I feel like really the money is really economic cars. I think the flashy car is just flashy. It look good. And if you want to sell a course or something, people see that and they like, okay, well, you got the Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? But
do you think it's like that because only a certain amount of people can afford?
Yeah, it's like your clientele is very limited, and them cars are not out unless it's like prom season or you know what I'm saying. You got celebrities running your car.
Some rapper come in town.
Yeah. Or somebody trying to flex.
Yeah. I want to drive the same car as him for a day, so
exactly.
I go get a luxury car and not an eco.
Exactly. So I just spend $8,000 on a car, bro, and it make $1,000 in a month. 8 months, the car just paid for itself.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, let's talk about the numbers really quick.
I don't know if I can let y'all.
No, not revenue or anything like that, but compared to a luxury car rental. So, what does a economy car go for per day versus luxury per day?
I'm
just really curious about that.
Look, so I'm gonna be honest. Turo is where you rent luxury cars. So me personally, I do not rent. I don't rent on Turo, so I'm not really familiar with the luxury cars. What I was just saying about luxury cars was assumption I have because I just know who is probably renting luxurious cars and who's renting my cars. And I know the economy cars are moving. Yeah. And I don't know. I just don't see as many Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis every day when I go out. So I'm saying so.
You really don't see any at all.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you like,
bro. That's what I was just saying.
In a certain part of the city, or
bro,
not even in Buckhead though.
Nah, bro. I seen my first Rolls Royce and Bentley 2 weeks ago in Fort Valley, Georgia, bro. Fort Valley, Georgia, out of everywhere. I'm from Atlanta, and I see my first Bentley and Rolls Royce in Fort Valley. And guess what? They was my landlord. Like bro. What? So it made me feel like, dang, like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they getting over on me.
I mean, they gotta get to that.
Yeah, they got
get to that point somehow.
Can't look at it like that though.
Yeah, most definitely.
Inspirational, really.
Yeah, most def.
Yeah, nah, that's fire, bro. Car rental is something that I've been hearing about a lot recently.
Yeah.
Do you think it's very challenging? Is it very work heavy?
So I'm like a very leap of faith, take action type of guy. So I ain't gonna lie, I didn't do a lot of research. So I kind of learn as I go. So
but you don't have to all the time.
What you mean? Like I could
just like when you're looking to do something, right. Just having like an overview of what it is is sometimes enough.
Yeah. So I definitely had like an overview, but certain things like I ain't gonna lie, I never bought a course. Yeah. So like certain things I would like unforeseen events I really did not even think of to happen. Like, literally right now I had a car. It was like 130 miles away, and the engine just started overheating. And get around. They cover like car accidents. So I'm like, I'm good. If somebody crashed a car, I'm good. I never thought, what if the engine just blow up? That they not gonna cover that. That's low key my fault. Or you know what I'm saying? It's not the driver's fault. It's not get around. You laughing at me?
Nah, I think so.
My bad.
So yeah. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Just talking about.
But basically, I just learn as I go. Yeah. So it's not very. Was it challenging? That's what you asked me. Yeah. It's not really challenging. It's just it's a learning experience. I'm definitely learning. But what I want to do, is take it to something else. Like I feel like I'm learning skills, business skills, marketing skills,
people skills,
people skills,
car skills.
Exactly. So I feel like it's just skills I'm learning. I could take it from cars and move up to real estate, start renting our property.
So when we talk about taking action, I have been taking action for years. I have been taking action despite what it may seem like, what it may look like, what others may say to me. And this has led me to a point of triumph and really just making me feel good about myself.
And to piggyback off that, I would like to speak about how a lot of people speak about the law of attraction, which is the most popular universal law, but I just wanted to touch on the law of cause and effect. So basically, you reap what you sow. So what you put out into this world is what you're gonna get back in life. So a couple months ago, we would be on the phone talking about how we wanted to start this podcast. So it all started as an idea, but we didn't leave it as an idea. We decided to take action. So what we put into the universe was a lot of work behind the scenes just for us to get to this point right here. But that just goes into any aspect of life. Whatever you want to do, whatever you desire to get in life, you have to put some type of work into it so you can get your desired result. And oftentimes people don't like the results that they are getting in their lives, but it may be due towards their poor habits.
So I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
What does taking action look like for you? Is this a process that looks the same over and over again when you're trying to get, maybe you're trying to get your hair done and you take action the same way as developing a business idea? What does it look like for you?
Well, I think, okay, so I feel like taking action, it could be good or bad, right? So you have people, I feel like we're taking action every single day, right?
100%.
Some people, they decide to take action and you got like your higher self and you got your flesh, right? So I feel like you can make your two decisions is your flesh, what your flesh wants to do, and what's like your higher purpose. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like taking action is just living. You're taking action, but I feel like what matters is what your action is. Like
The intention behind
yeah, exactly.
your
What
action.
intention? You gotta have intention behind it. You gotta know where you want to go.
So what's your process?
My process, what I like to do, and I learned this from Justin, is I like to meditate. So like if I have if I'm at like a crossroads or if I don't know, if I'm just stuck, like at a crossroad, like I said, I like to just sit down, be quiet, and just sit with my thoughts, analyze and weigh my options, maybe write it down, see like where this option may take me or where this option may take me, and that's usually what I do. That's my process.
So that's working out. It's working it out inside of your mind before the next step, which would be, creating a course of action.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Justin, what does taking action look like for you?
So like Cyrus said, taking action is really anything, like anytime we move. But like I said, it's the intention behind the action you take. So a lot of times we go along with the flow. Well, we as just a people, we go along with the flow, but we're taking action, but we don't know what type of action we are taking. So when you get intentional behind the action that you take, you can really get your desired results. And for me, something that helps me take action on a daily basis is just staying disciplined. Like I believe discipline is like a cheat code to life, because discipline requires you to stay consistent and take that action every single day.
How do you stay disciplined though? That's something that's something I struggle with.
How do I stay disciplined?
It's hard.
Honestly,
I feel like it literally is the key, but it's not. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, honestly, it's practice, just like everything else. It's kind of like trial and error, but you just can't give up on yourself.
Yeah.
I think you just gotta understand, sit down with yourself, and think about how bad do you want to be successful.
Think about what's important.
Yeah. So like the main thing is always gonna be the main thing. So when you have that goal that you want to reach, and that kind of motivates you to stay disciplined throughout the days. But it's just practice though. Like the more you do it, the more easier it's gonna come. It's gonna turn into a habit.
After a certain point, motivation doesn't help you stay disciplined.
It doesn't.
Mainly because you can see someone saying, this is a place over here that you can achieve and get to, and they're just saying it to you. They're not they're not doing the work for you. Like, how do we instill drive? How do we tell ourselves we're going to get out of bed at this specific time and actually do it?
Yeah.
And so for me, taking action, honestly, at this point in time, it's more of a time game, because I realize that I'm 21 years old and I can make mistakes. I can make as many mistakes as I want to right now, and I can get back on track if I desire. So it's not really hard for me to say I'm going to go do this. Of course, I weigh my opportunity costs in that situation, but sometimes being spontaneous and not thinking about it so much is a way to take action. And when you take that action, you get to see the result of it, cause and effect, and you get to then make a further decision. Am I going to continue to make this action? But discipline is a huge part of that.
Yeah.
Discipline, I think, before you get to discipline, you have to get to repetition. But with repetition, you build discipline.
Yes.
Because you have rapport with yourself, saying, I've done these things over and over and over again. And, if I say that I want to do this thing, I'm going to do it because I know that I can. I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
And I want the result that it's going to bring me.
Yes.
So building discipline, when you're looking to build discipline on a daily basis, you need to be telling yourself intentionally that I'm going to wake up early, or I'm going to eat fruit every day. Things like that help you build up the rapport with yourself so that you can then have long-lasting discipline in other areas of your life. When you say you want to go get this car, you know that you're going to do it because you have the discipline that is going to align the actions needed for that to happen. So
I think a lot of people, they just like to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So like when you got somewhere you want to get to, it's not necessarily going to be easy. Like,
but we don't want it easy.
Right, exactly. So I feel like
that comfortable stuff,
I feel like
man,
that's like, so you got to respect yourself. So like if you're looking for comfort, then that's self-care. Like that's what they preach today, self-care.
Which is fine.
Day every now and then.
But
but discomfort, that equals
growth.
It does.
And it shows you different possibilities within yourself. Like, how can I encounter this tough situation and still get through it? This is now proof that I can use for the future.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like we were talking about earlier at brunch, like, you're still here after all of the situations that you've been through, after all of the turmoil, the good and the bad. You're still alive here today.
Yes. As long as you're alive, you always have an opportunity.
It didn't kill you.
To grow and to elevate.
But being comfortable, it's not too much growth in being comfortable.
Yeah, it ain't really no growth, honestly.
Is it not?
Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and say, we haven't been there yet, but I am certain that out of this place, I will come out on top, and that I will grow from this. I will learn from this situation. Seek to learn something from every single situation you are in, because there is a learning moment in every single one. If you can take extreme accountability of your life, you will learn that every situation that you ever have been in was some part in because of you.
Yes.
So when you're taking action, you can go the clueless route, where you just know the overview and you learn as you go. You encounter situations and you learn from them. So next time you encounter them, you're prepared for it, or you know what to do. But another way that I think is, by planning it out.
Yeah, facts.
So doing that extensive research and saying, this is the first step that I'm going to do, this is the second step. For example, in my business, I did extensive research before I started offering larger packages, because I wanted to make sure that this was an avenue that I could do at a very high level and do it well for my clients. Yeah. So I looked at different packages that others were offering, and I wrote out a course of action of how I was going to do this. How am I going to contact this client? Where is this contact going to be at? Why am I charging this price? What is going to be inside of this package? And, over time, I'm still encountering a lot of problems within it, so I'm learning. But beforehand, I already had a plan that got me to be able to take action. Exactly. But I mean, I definitely don't take everything like that. Like most of me taking action is very spontaneous because I feel like I can make a lot of mistakes right now. And that's one of the perks about being young. If you are, 14, 15, 16, and you want to go do something, you need to just go do it and figure out if you want to continue to do it.
Right. You can fall on your face.
That trial and error.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Because you're never going to have a time like this when you're young and not having bills or not having a family to take care of. Just a lot of responsibilities come later in life. So it's easier to take action, I feel like, when we're younger. But it is scarier because we have something called fear. Fear is something that prevents us from taking action in a lot of situations.
I think what makes it worse is not even that we have fear, but our caretakers have fear. Yeah. They like, you want to do what? Oh nah, you need to go. You need to go to college. You need to go find you a good job working for that white man with the good benefits. And they're projecting their fears onto us. Yeah.
So even though they just want your best interest.
Exactly. They want the best for you. I'm not talking bad about y'all parents, but they don't really know what's best.
I mean, that's realistic. It's just facts. If our parents haven't made $1 million, how can they teach us how to make $1 million?
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Truthfully.
If their whole entire life they've made less than 6 figures, and now we're 20 years old and they're still making less than 6 figures, how can I expect my parents to help me take action and get to 7 figures?
Yeah. And then they try to say that they're trying to teach you from their mistakes. But, like, you don't know if you don't know what the right decision was. It could be three decisions. You made this decision. You telling me to make this decision, but this could be the right decision. You see what I'm saying?
There's multiple routes with it.
Exactly.
Just like we were talking about taking action in that regard in which you did and taking action in the regard that I did, those are 2 different routes. Yeah, there may be 20 other routes that you can take. Yeah. There's not a set timeline that you have to take to get to a specific point. Right. You can go around the pothole and still, get to the other side of it, or you can go over it. Yeah. 2 different perspectives with it. But
I just wanted to give a quick story about how I know these people too as well. So David, I knew David since I was in 5th grade, man. Like that's over like 10, 13 years ago. And I met Cyrus in 10th grade. It's a crazy, funny story that we talk about.
That we not gonna talk about.
I actually met him in 10th grade too, right?
Yeah.
We were in the same class. Yeah.
Did you come to Arabia in 10th grade?
Nah, I was there freshman year, bro. I was just out the way.
I ain't never seen you 9th grade, bro.
I really stayed out the way, even after I'm
rushing.
Yeah. I was in a rush, man.
In a rush.
But yeah, man, like these people, they really my brothers though. Like I don't have no blood brothers, but like I really consider these people my family, and I tell them all the time, and I just appreciate them so much for just being a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Helping me grow.
I appreciate you too, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
You teach me a lot.
Yeah,
and you help me take action.
Yes, sir.
You help me.
I think we help each other take action.
Yeah, we all help each other take action. But yeah, bro, I think when we were first, I don't think me and you interacted too much. When we first met, we were just going to the same school. Yeah. I think I was still around, like people like Harrison and people like Makayo.
Like we'll play basketball like no birds,
Yeah, like we'll touch bases here and there, but it wouldn't be anything like we are now. Like I think we met more closer to high school. Yeah. When we were going to Arabia and
then college, we
went to the same college.
Yeah. So I feel like that's when we mostly like got real close in college, man. Fort Valley.
Which was great because remembering that your circle, your network is your net worth. So let's say I can have a friend group that sticks with me from childhood to success. If I can have that, I would rather have that than making new friends, going up and reaching these new heights. I would rather do it with the people that I've been here with if it's possible. Sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes you have to, branch out and get out of your environment because some people's friends, bro, are really telling them that they cannot do whatever they want to do.
That's wild.
That is insane. If your friends are telling you that you cannot do anything that you want to do,
First of all, them not your friends.
they're not your friends.
You gotta take a step back and just
And
evaluate your life.
they might be hurting themselves because you have the possibility within your life, if you are willing and able to put in the work, get it done. Take action.
Man,
If you're better at planning it,
I just wanted to say, bro, like, I feel like I'm low key like a living testimony of like kind of betting on yourself and taking action, bro. Because like I was playing football from 6 to 20, and that's
bro,
14
wait,
years.
hold on. 14?
14 years straight, no years off. You know what I'm saying? And then as like 2022 came, a lot of literally all my coaches left. Everybody who recruited me left. Athletic director left. Right. So then things wasn't really going how I thought. So then I just took a step back and just started thinking about what I actually wanted with my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I didn't really too much want to go to the league because it was like, you know what I'm saying? I just love the game. Yeah. But at the same time, I understood that like I'm about to graduate. And I don't want to graduate and just not really have a plan because I spent all my time playing football. So I just took a leap of faith. I bet it all on myself. And, man, I'm here right now speaking to you guys next to my brothers, man. So,
but how did you feel in that moment? Like, because like we were talking about earlier, when you're in that situation and your life is changing and you feel down, you feel like you're making the wrong decision, it can be hard to continue to uplift yourself and tell yourself that you're on the right path. So how did you feel doing that?
Yeah, honestly, like I'm a human, so I did feel nervous, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just felt like I just had like a higher purpose than kind of playing football, you know?
Oh, that's why you didn't want to go to the league? Because, bro, you was nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was it like I just don't want to do it? Was I'm tired of the game? Or was it like I see this game for what it really is? Like, why was you like,
it was like a mixture of all of them.
Everything.
But at the same time, it was like the average lifespan in the NFL is like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's
crazy.
That's just the 1% that actually do make it. So, you know, like I said, I just sat down and just started developing a plan, taking action. And I was like, man, like even if I do make it to the NFL, like I can't play football forever.
Yeah.
You know
okay, so what do y'all think about having a plan, like plan A and plan B? Like having a backup plan.
Man,
so
bro, plan A or plan A. That's how I feel about it.
I'm
like,
saying, but like
if you set out to do something and you work long enough to get it done, you can get it done. Now, there are some exceptions to this because if I am not a person that is, you know, like literally inclined, would that be the word? Literally inclined, meaning I'm good at writing. I can learn how to do that over a specific period of time, but like if this isn't what I really see myself doing or what I feel like I should be doing, then I don't think it will happen for you because it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Destiny, I feel like it's working at all times in your favor.
Yeah.
And when you are walking on your destiny or in your purpose,
living intentionally.
Exactly.
Like that.
Walking on your path that you're supposed to go on, you feel very centered within yourself because now you're operating from your soul instead of your body or your mind. Yeah. You're operating from your soul. Your soul has different desires than what your body does. Your body wants things that earth has to offer. So sex, instant pleasures, food, like all of these things are wanted by your body. All of these needs, you know, shelter, clothes, things like that. But when you deep dive into your soul and you ask yourself, okay, what do I feel best about? What do I think that I can contribute to the world in a way that I can add my own creativity and influence these people to not only help me succeed through life, but help them succeed through life. And for some people, that's starting a company, starting a rental car company so that they can get from place A to place B. For some people, it's helping them develop visual awareness and helping them grow their business online. So it's many ways to do this, but you have to figure out what your purpose and your path is. And I feel like I was able to find my purpose, at a very early age because it was something that wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
At 11 years old, I wanted to start a YouTube channel. So I decided that I wanted some channel art. I wanted my channel to look good. And I couldn't afford $15 cover art. I'm 11.
Yeah.
So I go take it upon myself. I take action. And I learned this skill that did not want to leave me. I tried to leave design. I tried to stop doing it. I thought I was a hooper.
And that's what I wanted to add on too. Like when you go away from your purpose, that's where I feel like depression comes. You know,
You're fighting against the grain.
Yes, your soul.
You feel like you said you know your purpose. You feel like you know your purpose in life?
Most definitely, yes. I feel like my purpose is just to, well, maybe a lot of people's purposes, but to like end generational curses. You know what I'm saying? First off, I feel like it starts with my family, because like, you know, like just the people who came before me, they set these foundations, but at the same time, the foundations they set, some of them weren't always stable.
Yeah.
So, you know, just like my time on this earth, I just want to end as many generational curses as I can. So I feel like that's my main purpose in life.
And your family and other families.
Yes, most definitely.
Spreading information that can help people come out of their situations, look at the other side, give them perspectives and dilemmas that can help them bring their family from the trenches all the way up to the mansion.
Because it's possible. Like never set no type of limitations on yourself. Like we are all
don't have limits
at all. We're all pools of potential waiting for activation. And that's another reason why we're here right now. We just want to help you guys activate that potential that you guys have stored inside of you.
And also grow our own.
Yeah, exactly. And grow as ourselves.
Thank you so much for watching the Pure Intentions podcast. I hope you enjoyed this conversation and was able to take something vital away from it that can grow your life. And remember, live intentionally to live a better life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media on the screen right now so we can connect further and you can continue to keep up to date on further episodes.
And I just want to say, just thank you so much for taking the time out y'all day to just tune in to us and support us. Like that means so much to me, just, you know, as an individual, just knowing the support out there. So just thank you. And I look forward to seeing you guys again on the next episode as well.
All right.
You got anything to say?
I think y'all said enough for all of us, man.
Rush.
Appreciate y'all for watching, man.
Appreciate y'all. Pure Intentions out.